Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Hold on. Hey, I'm too geek. I had to hop on here right now. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Hey, I was just watching The Matrix, y'all. Hold on. Not really watching it like that. Not watching it, but just playing, you know. And y'all know, I got the perfect download. I just gotta share with y'all. I wouldn't even plan on hopping on right now, but when God say move, when I move, you move. You just gotta go. You just gotta go with it. So come on in here. Come on in here. Okay, so this is what I heard. So y'all know that part. Is this okay? Okay, y'all know that part where this Matrix 1. Hold on. Turn it down a bit. Hold on. Let me get the jitters out. Because this was a profound download, man. Or at least for me, so I'm gonna share it with y'all. I don't care what y'all talking about. But I'm a little hyped about it, so let me just. What happened was, this is the scene. What is that? Oh, turn on. Okay, here's the scene. The scene when Neo is fighting Morpheus, like. And then Morpheus stopped. He was like, how did he say? Don't think you're faster than me. Don't think you're faster than me. No, you are. I hope y'all can hear me because I ain't got no headphones. I don't want to do all that. I just want to tell y'all what came through. Don't think you're faster than me. No, you are. So I'm watching that little snippet. And I'm like, okay. I get that part. Get out your head and feel it with your chest. Whatever it is. Know it. Know it about yourself. And then there was one part he said, I can only show you the door. How did he put it? I can only show you the door, but you have to walk through it. I can only show you the door, but you have to be willing to walk through it. And for whatever reason, God just had me pause the movie and just ponder on it. He was like, I can only show you the door, but you got to walk through it. And then all of a sudden, I just started thinking like, well, what's the keys? Well, what's the keys? Okay, if he can only show him the door, well, what's the keys to unlock the door? What is the keys? What is the keys? Then all of a sudden, download came in. Boom. It's always been about your belief. Oh my God, that was a download. Hold on. How he put it, he said, I can only show you the door, you got to walk through it. So basically telling him, you got the keys to unlock this door, whatever this thing is, whatever this is, to exit out the matrix, to know, not think who you think you are, no, know who you are, right? And so I thought, well, what's the hell is the keys? What's the keys to go through this door, unlock this door and go through it? You know, in that scene, that fighting scene with Morpheus and Neo. The keys is your belief. The keys to unlock anything about you, anything you want to experience in this reality while you're down here on earth, the keys is about your belief in yourself and who you think you are. And it's about how you see in yourself. And it just hit me like since the beginning of time, that's what's been under attack is your belief systems, your beliefs. And it's not necessarily even your worldview necessarily. It's more so about the belief of how you see yourself. How do you see yourself? And if that's warped in any kind of way since the beginning of time, that's what I heard in my head. Since the beginning of time, that's what's been under attack. Your belief in how you see yourself. And who give people their beliefs since the beginning of time? Since the beginning of time, way back in history, whoever's programming people's beliefs, different populations of people's beliefs, races, different geographical setting, whatever it is, your beliefs are programmed by people who more than likely in some way, shape, or form, whether it's overtly, blatantly obvious or not, is somebody in history who programmed people's beliefs that in some way want to disempower you. It's always been about your beliefs and how you see yourself. That's what it dropped in my head when I was just watching it. I was like, damn. And I watched it several times, not recently, but he made me pause on that. He said, Neo, I can only show you the door. You got to be able to walk through it. And I just thought, well, what's the keys to unlock the door? What is the keys? What's the keys? What's the keys? And it hit me like, it's his belief in himself. Instead of thinking something and being questioned about it. No, you got to know stuff about yourself. You got to know it. And the only reason people sometimes feel one foot in, one foot out, unsure, unsteady, shaky about anything pertaining to life and just in general goals, it could be anything. It's got something to do with these disempowering beliefs that a lot of people got programmed in their psychology, and they don't even know that that's the underbelly that's determining what you can do, what you believe about who you are, how you see yourself, how you show up, whether you feel like you got to get permission to do shit or any of that. It's got to do with disempowering beliefs. That's the core. That's at the core since the beginning of time. Beliefs. It's all about your beliefs. And I thought, oh my God. So if you could unprogram any and all disempowering beliefs that you have about yourself and your psychology, get that shit out of there. And then reprogram the truth about who you really are. What is God? That's why the Bible, I'm not no Bible thumper like that. And I'm not no super religious person, but I do know if you can unprogram disempowering shit that's in your psyche and reprogram it with the things that whatever religion or whatever you follow, something that's empowering, reprogram it with what that thing say about you. Hey, that's the key to unlock your destiny. That's the key to unlock what you really, your full potential. That's the key. You got to reprogram your mindset and get them shady beliefs out your damn head. What do you want? So I thought, oh my God, that gave me too much excitement. I was like, oh shit, that's the key. That's the key to walk through any door, to walk through any door, to have the courage to go towards your fear, whatever it might be, to transform your life, to shift, to pivot, whatever it wants, launch the book, do this, do that. It's got to do with your beliefs that be under attack. And somewhere in history, either in your life or just in the past, sometimes people, the beliefs that people carry are super disempowering. It keeps you with a lack of just, you don't even trust yourself. You feel like you got to ask permission to do stuff. You feel like you can't speak up. You can't try this. You're so afraid of being ridiculed if you do fail. All that is just beliefs programmed in people's psychology to keep them down, keep them underdog, subservient. I hear all that. Oh my God. I said, what in the hell? And that's why people be talking about The Matrix is a joke. No, that movie is a documentary about your psychology. Because I couldn't believe that popped in my head. That's the key to unlock shit about yourself, whatever it is you want to do, or whatever it is, however you want to show up, whatever it is you might be going through. The key to unlock it and to shift your reality to quantum leap, I don't give a damn what you want to call it. It's got to do with your belief systems and what have people around you try to program into you, whether it was intentionally or unintentionally. It's them beliefs that block a lot of people from living out a full, fulfilling life and being content and happy. And it ain't necessarily got to do with a whole bunch of things. It could pertain to that too. But I said, holy shit, the key to unlocking your full human potential has got to do with your beliefs. Because beliefs are convictions in your heart. That should be encrusted and calcified in you. And if a belief you have is disempowering as fuck, man, that'll keep you man down just in general on your own. You won't do anything other than the in the box shit that you see people doing around you. That's it. Because it's calcified in your psychology. It's like almost in you. It's too far. So you got to be willing. That's why they say, but then the world will want to keep you busy as fuck, busy, distracted as hell, to never even had a chance to reflect on that and introspect on that, to discover that type of truth, because that's deep. So then you won't even get to a point where you can realize I got some weeds, that's some lies like a big dog that I'm believing about who I am. Who I am has been distorted, more than likely, historically, on purpose. And these beliefs and thoughts of how I see myself and what I think I can do, what I think I deserve in life, it was programmed by somebody back there in history who was trying to disempower the fuck out of you and your whole bloodline if they could keep it going. So that's why you got to be willing to pause and just think about that. Oh my God. Because a lot of us run around with belief systems, at least self-perceptions, that's a straight up lie in terms of how you see yourself. That is sick. Anyway, I had to get that out. I wasn't even planning on coming on here, but that's the key. At least in my heart, that's the key. So I had to get that out. I said, somebody need to hear that, because that was a huge breakthrough for me. And I get it. And that's why they say you got to Be mindful and surround yourself around people who trying to break out of that way of thinking. Because that's the only way it's going to pull you out of it. Otherwise, it's like the blind leading the blind. You be trapped. And this is just a cycle. It's a repetitive cycle of people who are just oppressed, psychologically oppressed, suppressed, and don't even know it. And they just insist on living like that, living with them blinders on their eyes like that. No. And it ain't about conspiracy, anything. It's about facing the truth of reality. Like, this movie is a damn documentary. That shit is real. Understand who you are so you can read. So you can, that's what they mean by take back your power. It's not about being no villain and being an asshole out here. It's about knowing who you are at the core and what's possible for you. And reprogramming, unlearning and reprogramming any disempowering ass beliefs that's in your psychology that will make you think that you don't deserve a healthy relationship. You don't deserve this, or you don't deserve that, or anything. It's just kind of sick if you think about it. But I know this movie is the truth. And I can't believe that sparked it like that, because I wasn't about to come on here about that. I was going to come in here and share something else with y'all. Let me see. What was I really going to share? This one, baby. No, it was something else I was going to tell y'all. Damn it, it's gone. But I did hear this. You won't do anything or have anything in your life until you don't give a damn about what people think about you. Even that's a program belief. The program belief to care so much about what people think about you that you shelter in place and stay mute and don't be wanting to listen to shit God be telling you to do, because you be worrying about what somebody about to say. That's a program belief to keep you shrunken and keep you living in hell. Because you know that be breaking people's heart, be broken when you don't go after and do the things that you feel in your heart you're supposed to be doing, that's more aligned with who you are at the core, and you somehow feel embarrassed about that shit. Man, that be breaking people's heart left and right. Like, no wonder you tooting up bottles, because your heart broken, because you can't even be your fucking self. And that's a belief that's been put in people's psychology to keep them with that kind of dissonance energy in them. That dissonance where your energies aren't even aligned. Your brain and your heart are not coherent at all. That should be misaligned. And it be breaking your heart every day because you ain't even living your home. You ain't even living your truth. You're not even able to show and be yourself. Oh, hell no. We finna break out this. We finna break this matrix. Ain't that right? But that's BS. But I heard that. You won't do anything or go anywhere in your life until you don't care about what people think about you. And know that you're here for a reason. There's purpose on your life. You matter. Whatever is unique about you and quirky about you, so what? God made you that way, and he don't make no damn mistakes. And anybody who be trying to play into that narrative to undercut your self-confidence in any kind of way, get them people out your fucking life. Because they trying to rob you of your birthright. You must got something special you're supposed to be doing, and they trying to keep you in that man down position, and that's effed up. So don't be overlooking that and pay attention to that. All that trauma bonding, all that, anybody you dealing with, even if you might be not quite thinking clearly, but if y'all talking about the same toxic shit, no, you need to be around somebody that's pulling you up out of that shit, that can give you a hand up, not that same keeping doors open and cycles open of that same stankin' thinking. Oh, hell no. But I heard my daddy voice. He said, this is what he said. He said this when I was little. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way you're right. And he used to say that to me when I was little. And I didn't quite know what he meant by that. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way you're right. And I think at the core of that, what he's talking about is your belief. He didn't know how to really break it down. He probably in his lifetime didn't have the opportunity to break it down like that, or to try to understand the deep underbelly of what this all means about your programming and conditioning and that kind of thing. But he used to say that whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way you're right. So it's about that's what's been at the core of stuff. It's about your belief system and what do you believe? How do you see yourself? And is it distorted? And you having a hard time even seeing the truth of that? Like, no, it's distorted. Like I don't think we're supposed to be running around here with no internal critic that's that loud that make you feel like you're not enough. That's some kind of flawed programming. That's not normal. Like you got to be ashamed of who you are, how you showing up. Any of that. That's some kind of sick programming that would make you think like that. And I'm not digging at nobody who think like that, because I'm coming out of it little by little because I'm seeing it like, what in the hell is going on? That is not, no. But that's what my daddy said. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way, you're right. And so that's what Morpheus told Neo. He said, look, don't think you're faster than me. Know it. And you got to know it. You got to know shit about yourself. Know who you, that's why they say, know thyself. Know thy fucking self. And the only way you're going to get that type of clarity is you got to get by yourself with your thoughts. Otherwise, you're going to be thinking, constantly thinking and living in your head and thinking shit that's not true about you, that's been programmed into you potentially from people around you, adults, fear-based thinking, all of that type of shit that'll keep you shrunken just like the people that you grew up around. And they might not mean no harm, but a lot of times people project their insecurities and stuff onto you as a kid. And then you grow up scared to make a goddamn move. You scared to do anything. Like, well, what you gonna do? You here to live and enjoy life and try things. Otherwise, what? Time is ticking. Next thing you know, you're gone. But that's why they say examine your thoughts and your beliefs. You have to be willing to do that. And that's why I be hopping on here random, just sharing it. Because when that shit come to my mind, as I'm trying to clear the cobwebs, that's a big deal. And some people are literally running around here and like that whole matrix talk, that shit ain't woo. That's real. When you are that unaware, like your self-awareness is that non-existent that you don't even know, like, and that's not fair. That's not fair. So I'm out there. Yeah, that's the truth. Hell no. You got to know shit about yourself. And the only way you're going to know it is you're going to have to get along with your own thoughts and pull back a little bit to just reflect on, like, what is this going through my damn mind? And where did this thought come from? Who the hell told me that? Get that shit out of here. So, But yes, it's all, that's the key to unlock. That's the key, the ultimate key to unlock who you are and help you march towards your highest timeline, most evolved version of yourself. It's got to do with your beliefs. It's got to do with them damn beliefs. And it's your self-perception. That's what it is, your self-perception. That's what's been under attack the whole time. That's what that spiritual warfare, that term come from. That shit been since the beginning of time. That's sick. But that's all right, because it's out there now. I ain't gatekeeping. Thanks, Neo and Morpheus. Hell no. Yeah, I think a lot of times movies be in some form of documentary, especially movies like this, where they be kind of deep. Because you got to think, the directors and the people who create these movies, more than likely, they're super creative people who have to get alone and be isolated with their thoughts to even receive ideas and downloads to create these kind of films. So where do you think they pulling this information from? Out they booty hole? No. Typically, they getting downloads from the ether to produce these things. And they say in the spiritual realm, time is fluid, past, present, and future. That energy is fluid. Time is a human constraint that we process and we deal with down here on earth because you in a body. But spiritually speaking, past, present, and future is like going simultaneously. Like it ain't no, So even though these movies, sometimes they be old or whatever, but some of them be relevant and they be kind of almost not predicting shit, but it's telling you stuff. But you won't perceive it. You just strictly solely look at stuff like this as entertainment. But man, this stuff be dropping. Just like the Ghost in the Shell, movies like that. Ghost in the Shell. What's another one? Manchurian Candidate. Them movies ain't just no play. But you won't perceive it. And you'll either think, oh, I'm not a fan, or you just think it's just boring because you're not awakened to even be able to process it like that and look at it. But you can learn a lot from these damn movies. Some of them. Hell, if I could learn something from SpongeBob the other day with the damn, when he drowned trying to save Patrick in that water, and that crab saved them both, and asked SpongeBob, "You not a lifeguard? What are you doing out here trying to save Patrick? You're not a lifeguard." In other words, to me, that was a download talking about God just saying, hey, sometimes you can't save nobody. You got to focus on who you are and being the best version of yourself and walking in your truth and authenticity, so then you can be some kind of example or blueprint of what that looked like, even if you're not perfect. Because people, you got to walk it like you're talking it, because people learn from what they see, not the shit you talking about. And so that was the download I got from SpongeBob, and that's a cartoon, so you can learn, you can get a download or receive a little nugget of wisdom from the oddest places. You sure can. But that's what I heard. I was like, oh my God. So that's the blueprint. So whether you a hater, a lover, a fighter, whatever you got going on, whatever you want to go after, or whatever you want to change in your life, whatever's blocking you or stifling you or making you procrastinate on it, skeptical about it, fearful of the change, worried about what somebody gonna say, it's got something to do with some funky ass belief system somebody done programmed in your psychology to keep you in that disempowered state. That's where that's coming from. I don't know who it came from, whether it's down the bloodline or ancestrally, depending on your lineage and heritage. That's something to think about. And sniff that out and unplug that shit. Unplug, like he unplugged the back of dude's head on the Matrix. Unplug that so you can release yourself and get free from your mental prison. Because that's what a lot of people be living in. It's a mental prison when you don't really see yourself clearly or see reality clearly and know who you are, both in your human vessel and whatever your race or whatever you incarnated in, but also spiritually, you got to see that, see yourself clearly and know that. Otherwise, you be living in a straight up mental prison and wondering why you pissed off and mad and not happy in life and shit just don't seem quite aligned with the truth of who you are in the core. You be mismatched. Your heart be knowing truth, but then your mind is so programmed to just continue to stay in cycles that keep you upset and dissatisfied that you don't even know. You be thinking you this. And then you ignore that and shit. Like, what the hell? So the goal is to get them aligned. What he say? Free my mind. Yeah, free. It's about freeing your mind. That's what freedom really is. To be able, and that's what I say. So you can be a free thinker and be able to think for yourself and not have to be a group, that group think, herd mentality, being a sheep. It's not about being out here and being an asshole and hurting folks and being disrespectful and not abiding by laws. No, it's not even about that. But it's about literally seeing yourself clearly, being a conscious person, being conscious and not just sleepwalking through life like the Walking Dead. And you in the body and you doing the same thing where they say wax on, wax off. No, that's sleepwalking. Something ain't right about that. You supposed to be every day living, waking up with some kind of a purpose and a reason to go, something. It's something that's supposed to inspire you, and you're supposed to be feeling it. But they be lying to folks. And I don't know who they are. I don't know. Them dudes in them black suits on the Matrix. But they don't be in black suits. They just be looking like regular people. They be that's how they operate. Damn. Anyway, but that's what I heard. So the downloads I heard earlier too was like this. It said, just show up. I heard that. Just show up. So somebody need to hear that. I don't know what you're supposed to be doing or who, whatever. It just said, just show up. If you build it, they'll come. If you build it, they'll come. I heard that. Just show up. If you build it, they'll come. That's what I heard. And get out your head and get in your body. That's the damn truth. Go take a cold shower. Do whatever it is, whatever it takes so you can have an awakening. I'm just looking at that. That blew my damn mind. Anyway, yeah, I was supposed to get on here and share something. Oh, I was going to get on here. This is what I really was going to get here and talk about. Because I said, I had this thing. I was like, I'm going to do one thing a day that's out of my comfort zone. Right? So yesterday I took a cold shower. No, not all the way through, but at the end of the shower, I think I did like a minute and a half. And usually I only can do like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. So I did a minute and a half, if I'm not mistaken, of just pure cold water. So I'm like, okay, that was out of my comfort zone. That's out of my comfort zone. Hold on. Where you gonna get down a little bit? Hold on. Man, that had me too excited. I was talking a mile a minute. I don't give a damn. That's the key, y'all. That's the key. It's always been about your belief systems and how you see yourself. And that's why they say, if you don't align your beliefs and how you see yourself with something divine, man, the world and what they be talking about, hey, you all kind of screwed up in your head. They make you now you want to come on here with this boy. It had you all just quack. And you constantly be thinking you ain't something, you ain't living up to something. Like, just shut up. What you want to do? You don't know. Huh? Hold on. Let me get a swig of this. Cheers. God is good. Yeah, he said you can't think shit. You can't think you are. You got to know you are. And that's why it's almost by design. It's set up to make you continue to be busy being busy and distracted. They never sitting still, so it can always curb you from the opportunity of really just getting to know who you are. Like, who am I outside of all the influences of people I'm around and everything that be around me all the time? Who am I? What do I really want? What do I really like? What do I inspire? What impact do I want to have on this world? What do I want to do? What will really bring me more joy? Is it really more money, or would it be having more healthy, reciprocal, loving, loyal relationships in my life? Like, what will bring me more joy right now at this point? But if you got that, if you programmed and that shit is getting spewed on you, that busy being busy just for busy's sake, you ain't gonna never be able to get that type of download to even realize that anything about yourself. So you be navigating your earthly experience, you be navigating majority of your life, not even aligned with who the hell you really are and living in your truth. And I'm not picking fun at it because I understand it, because I'm still breaking out of that shit, but I'm like, holy cow, that's a soul sucking existence. I think if people were aligned with who they are and could live in their authenticity and truth, I bet you will see the mental health crisis go down. You will see them drugs and all that, them unaliving episodes, that shit will go down. If people just had the tools and knew what it took to reprogram their psychology and pull out any weeds that was disempowering them about who they are, what they think they needed to do to have value, any and all of that kind of shit. And like, what's her name? Ilana Van Zandt, whatever her name, she said, show up as if whatever you inspire to be or desire to be or whatever you want to have or however you want to show up moving forward. Act as if that shit is you already, and you will embody it over time. My daddy used to say, fake it till you make it. I don't know if it's really that. I think when you act as if, even if your programming is almost trying to counter that shit, that as if energy you're trying to embody, that's who you really are. But it's the programming and the conditioning and the disempowering bullshit in people's psychology that makes you think, no, if I show up like this, somebody gonna think I'm trying to do too much. If I show up like this, people gonna think I'm being too cocky. If I show up like no, it ain't about being cocky, but it's like, no, when you really know who you are, you walk with this divine energy and essence that's where it gets to a point where it's not what's on you, it's what's in you. Because you know who the hell you are. Like, I'm a child of God, first of all. My life is not a mistake. And I matter, and it's purpose on my life, or I would be dead. Because ain't nobody down here on this earth that ain't got some reason to be down here, because God got the ability to pull you out quick. So if you can really know that and digest that and understand it about yourself, hey, you ain't got no reason to know. Ain't no way in hell nobody can make you sway from that. And anybody who be trying to make you sway from that, you too religious. No, it ain't about religious. No, I'm just trying to understand who I am spiritually and what my spiritual birthrights are, and what my earthly birthrights are based on who I am spiritually, and then let's go. That's what I'm trying to be aligned with, not this other disempowering bullshit that the majority, a lot of people be walking in, that group think, no, I want to be mute. I'm scared out. People going, hey man, what's the other alternative? Live a discontent ass life, and next thing you know, it's time to go. It's sick. So I just had to share that, put it on my heart. I don't know. And I'm gonna listen to this back, because I know for sure that message is for me, but that's just for somebody else. Somebody else on the side of the screen, even if you somebody who sliding in the chat and being what's them called? Internet troll. I don't care. You need to hear it. Even if you ain't in the chat, I don't even give a damn. But if you an internet troll and you be hating on folks and envying folks and jealous of folks, any of that type of energy, what they call it, coveting other people's shit or whatever the words are. Hey, that's because you don't even know who you are. You haven't sat still long enough to learn who you are on a divine level, like a spiritual level. You don't even know who you are. So that's why you hate, and that's why you don't like folks. That's why you trying to man down people. That's why you jealous of people. That shit ain't normal. That's because somewhere your belief systems and how you see yourself is super distorted, and you ain't facing the music. You don't want to look at the writing on the wall to take your damn power back. That's the name of the game. That's what it's always been about. Now that I'm reflecting on it, no, I don't have a down pat, but I'm learning this each and every day as I receive a download here and there and have a moment to be still. And that shit just hit me like, oh my God. Since the beginning of time, that's what's been under attack, y'all. Oh my Lord. And of course you can't control nobody else's behavior, but the most empowering thing you can do is figure out a way to see yourself clearly. And don't believe the lies and shit that's programmed in your psychology that's been passed down. Because that shit ain't no Nope. That's a lie. But I heard that. You thinking too much. You thinking too much. You thinking too much. If you build it, they'll come. If you build it, they'll come. Just show up. I'm hearing words like that. Hey, but this is what I really want to do, just because I felt like it. So I got on these damn funny colored pants. And I wanted to, so today my whole do something outside of my comfort zone was this. I had these lipsticks that I had, and one of them looked like these pants. And I just felt like, just because I want to put it on right now and figure out which one matched the pants. Not because I'm going anywhere, nothing like that. I'm not even really a makeup girl, but I just want to do it. Like, so you know, you can do what you want to do. Like you could just do what you want to do. And if somebody can't take you, that's a dim problem. That's a dim problem. It's not for you to go back and be like a hermit. You ain't supposed to go back in your turtle shell just because somebody can't take you and you just living, or you just trying to figure out who you are. We all just down here navigating the earth school, trying to figure out who am I at the core, what's really gonna bring me more joy, what's gonna really make me feel more alive while I'm down here. We all navigate earth like that. We should be. And so when somebody can't take you because you're trying to figure this whole thing out, don't nobody know what's perfect or what's right. And don't nobody definitely know what's best for you. So that's why you got to follow your own thoughts and shit. Well, hold on. So let me tell you. So today, this is going to be what's outside of my comfort zone. Because I never would do this. But I thought, I want to know, just because I just want to know, which one of these look like them damn pants. You see. Now we got them one. They almost look the same. Let me see. Y'all see that? Well, this look kind of plummish. This look kind of more like the pants. But let's see. Where's them tissue? Hold on. This kind of dark. This will be fun. You can literally just do whatever you want to do. Like, I ain't got to be hopping up on here with no Bible talking about some. Even though I love God and my relationship is growing with him every day, just to understand who this is, the divine, the creator of this universe. And I think it's the dopest thing ever, but that don't necessarily require you to be hopping on here talking about some Genesis. But I have read it though. It's dope. Okay, let's try that. I think it's too dark, y'all. Holy shit. What in the Gothic city is going on? Don't judge me. You can tell I ain't no makeup girl. Look, I don't even know how to put on lipstick like that. People like, the makeup tutorials be like, ain't nothing cute about this. That's pretty dark. Hold on, I can't even see. Anyway, hopefully y'all having a good evening. What is today? Wednesday? What's the planet ruler for Wednesday? Is it Mercury? Oh shit, that's why I'm talking today. Wait. Can I see it better? Okay. Yeah. But man, you can get a download from anything. That's why you say just trust where you live. Because I wasn't even thinking about the majors. It was just playing in the background. And all of a sudden I heard that one part. He said, don't think you're faster than me. No, you are. And then he was like, all I can do is show you the door. You have to walk through it. And I thought, well, what's the keys? What's the keys that unlock the door to walk through it? What's the keys? What's the keys? What's the keys? I just started saying it real fast. And next thing you know, I heard like, oh, it's about your beliefs. It's literally about your beliefs at the core of human existence and what's going to ensure that you content and you know, just having some sense of satisfaction in your life. It's got to do with your damn belief systems. And more importantly, your self-perception. Ain't that crazy? Hold on. Yeah, that's looking pretty dark. Hold on. Okay, I had to take that off. But that mug was too dark. So what about this one? So then, yeah, that's on. But my prayer, my goal, my intention is that whoever ears need to hear that. It might not even be nothing profound, because most people might know this, hell. But I know it. I didn't always know that. Your damn belief system is what's under attack. So I hope the right ears hear it, where it could be useful. Just that other one thing. But you see how free this is? I don't really care. Like, oh, whatever. You can do what you want to do. Oh, yeah, that matched the pan. That's interesting. Yeah, I definitely don't be putting no makeup like that. You see how they did it? It's slow. Like, where's the lip liner? I don't even got that. I don't care. I just want to see what matched on. I never wear these. Let's see. But the devil is a liar. Hold on. Is that lipstick over there? Girl. Hold on. Or is that just a him? I don't know what that is. Is that lipstick? Anyway, I love y'all. And I just hope y'all having a good evening, a good work week, or whatever you're doing. And just lighten up, man. You just can't take yourself so serious. I'm learning that each and every day. You just can't. You just can't. Because you're robbing yourself of this opportunity, man. There's so many disembodied spirits. There's so many people disembodied who wish they had a body to live in, man. If you just really think about that, hey, you better go on. You go on, carry on. That's what that old man said yesterday. What did he say? Yesterday is a mystery. Or no, yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. And the present is a gift. That 100-year-old man. And he just those simple things. If you could just live by that. Actually, since I made that, I listen to him a few times a day just to hear them words, because that's the truth, and that help you tap back into like, well, what really matters and what life is really about. Yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, and today is what do you say? And the present is a gift. That's the truth, man. Just think about that. It's folks that ain't coming home, that's on the road driving from work and shit, and they family getting phone calls, a bad accident. Hey, I witnessed a bad accident like that coming from work. When I was working as a nurse, I worked in Racine, and me and my mama. She was driving, I was knocked out asleep. And we was right by the house, believe it or not, and this car came from behind, when you get off the highway, and sometimes before you get on your main road, like right when we was exiting the highway, it'd be a stoplight, and then you make a left or right and get onto like the main street type road. And she was driving, I was asleep because I used to work third shift. And then next thing you know, I heard this noise like clink, 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 clink. And I woke up, and then all of a sudden it was just a loud bang. And this damn Camry, it was an older style Camry. Some kind of way it like jumped over my Chevy Traverse I had at the time. It jumped over it, smacked this pole, and like whipped around, and then just landed right in front of our car in the middle of the street. And I thought, what in the hell? So I woke up and ran, and looked. It was an older couple. They could have been about in their 60s. I don't know what happened. The husband was driving. Man, the way they impacted the pole, I don't even know how they missed it. That's why I know God is real, because we could have been dead right there. It was a husband and wife. That wife didn't make it. So when I got out the car and ran and looked, man, her fucking neck was decapitated. Like she broke her fucking neck and was dead right there. It was the sickest, saddest thing. Like, just when you just think about stuff like that, she was just and she was just laying in the seat with a little blood trickling down. And her husband was like looking disheveled. Damn, the left passenger door had ripped off. He was a painter or something, or one of them was. It was like portraits flying in the air. It was crazy and all on the ground. But then finally, when he came to, I can remember he had on a leather little coat with some leather gloves, and he started nudging his wife, nudging her, and she wouldn't fucking move, y'all. She was gone that quick, and I know they didn't have no idea that was gonna happen to them that day, but just the idea of being able to witness something like that, she was instantly gone. You can tell her neck was snapped, she was out, and that's why they say it's always something to be grateful for. That was insane. That was sick. I've witnessed just weird shit like that. Like, holy cow. And I don't even know how they didn't hit us. I don't really know the details of what happened, whether his brakes went off, but all I know is he was airborne. That little Toyota Camry went airborne over that big ass Chevy Traverse I had at the time. It missed us. So that's why I'm like, man, angels got to be real. I know God is real, because I'm like, ain't no way in hell we were supposed to be that. How did that miss us? And then, you feel helpless because you see that. And I'm a whole nurse, can't bring the lady back, couldn't do shit. I figured I definitely wasn't going to try to move her in case there was any hope. I didn't want to dislodge and make her neck injury any worse. But it just showed, like, man, you got to figure out something to be grateful for each and every day, even if your life not perfect. You absolutely have to. Because to just be down here in the body and to be alive, and just to walk on earth is a gift as it is. Evidently, you alive, because if your life ain't quite what you feel like it should be, evidently it's something you're supposed to be figuring out. It's something that you're supposed to be figuring out, and whatever it is, it didn't start with you. More than likely, that thing or whatever it is that's blocking you or robbing you of your peace and happiness and contentment in life, more than likely it's something that's been plaguing your bloodline or people like you for fucking years, probably decades, maybe even centuries. It's something, it ain't new to you, but evidently it's more than likely something that you here to try to figure out and discover and get to the root of it. And I believe that to be true. And in some kind of way, in some way, shape, or form, whatever that thing is that's robbing you of your peace and joy and contentment in life, some kind of way, your damn purpose, at least one of your purposes or callings, be attached to that thing. But you have to be able to zoom out to see it right. To be able to even be able to perceive that that's what's going on. That shit don't be just new with you. It be going on for years and years and years. And that's why, every day is a blessing. You got to just find something to be grateful for and know you're here for a reason. And whatever it is that's going on with you, that's taking that from you, that's trying to steal from you, whether it's energetically, psychically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, that's robbing you of your peace and joy, you got to know more than likely that's some key. You got the key to unlock that thing. Whatever that thing is, you got the key. You got the key, but it's something you're not seeing. It's something you ain't seeing clearly about yourself or what's possible for you. Or how smart you really are, or how capable you really are when you try to co-create and get divine guidance and let your movement and your actions be coming from a space of, let me receive this divine download first, instead of these knee-jerk reactions moving out of fear, because then that means you ain't even receiving divine guidance when you moving out of fear. You just a knee-jerk reaction, putting out fires all in. No, that's why they say be still. So then when you get prompted and get an intuitive nudge and inner knowing to do something, to move, to create this, do this, launch this, whatever it is, it's coming from something higher. And that'll give you a bigger quantum leap. It'll make a bigger shift in your life, a bigger impact in your life and potentially in somebody else's when you really literally sit down and reflect on your thoughts and receive divine guidance and calm your mind down some kind of way. I think that's what Eckhart Tolle be talking about. And that's, I think, in other words, that's what the definition of living a conscious life is. A conscious life. Being a conscious creator of your reality. Not putting out forest fires left and right and knee-jerk reaction and all shit. You got to be able to be still and let something from inside of you inspire you to move where it's coming from some higher place of divinity. And it feels good in your body when you think about it. And then you can take one foot in front of the other. That's what I feel in my heart. Brick by brick to do this thing. So that your actions are aligned with something beyond just fear and shit. So that ain't no way we supposed to be living down here, man. Live in the moment. The present moment is where your power lies. That's what he said. And other than that, that's all I got. I love y'all though. And I had to just come on here and just share that little piece, a little tidbit what was on my mind. And I also wanted to play with these lipsticks because I thought, I wonder which one match my pants. This will be fun. And then I also thought, and I started hearing Reverend Ike in my head. You're not going to go anywhere or have anything in this life until you don't give a damn about what people think. Man, that's the holy grail right there. I don't care if he did swear and cuss. Like Joyce Meyer said, them religious folks, real religious snooty people, always judging something. Shut up. Okay? Yeah, Reverend Ike, he cussed, but what he said was the truth. You can't do shit until you don't care about what people think about you. That's the truth. I just even reflect on Joyce Myers, like, man, she wouldn't even be a pastor if she cared about what people thought about her. She said that. She said, hey, when I first started preaching, she said, I was such a mess. She said, I used to be preaching in these sermons and then taking a break and going smoking short cigarettes right in between sermons. And she even said that. She said, but guess what? Religious snooty people will have something to say about that. She said, no, them cigarettes was anointed. not really the cigarettes, but she was like, her sermon was anointed, whether she was taking breaks to go smoke their little shorts or not. Them little short cigarettes, they ain't got nothing to do with nothing, because God is always trying to clear you and grow you and heal you so you won't need them vices. But that don't mean, that's why I say, come as you are. Come as you are. Because can't nobody relate to no perfect person. People need to see somebody who was in the valley, deep down under, and see their journey coming up out of it, and see them healing, becoming more loving, and becoming more loving and selfless along the journey, and how God is transforming them in real time, or whatever you believe in. People want to see that so then they can know, like, okay, so this ain't no mystery. This ain't just no jokey joke. This is something real. So you can actually be a pastor and then take breaks and smoke cigarettes in between, but your sermon could still be anointed. Hell yeah, you can, man. Yeah. He just ain't broke that, whatever that is it's got you doing. He just ain't broke it up off you yet. But that don't mean shelter in place, but the world will make you want to shelter in place and not do shit just because you ain't perfect. And that's where the lie is. That's the lie. That's the belief. That until you understand what it's going to entail and know this thing through and through, inside out, how it started and how it's going to finish, you can't take no move until the end. That's a lie, because you don't know that shit. And that's where that whole idea, you got to walk by faith and not by sight. You got to, because the reality is, everything in this reality was first created by a thought. Everything that exists down here was created by a thought. So just to even let that soak in, that means anything you want to do, or anything that you feel inspired to go after, any and all these things, it was all created from a thought, typically. So sometimes if you ain't got no example of something, it don't mean don't do it. Maybe that thing is supposed to be birthed into this 3D reality through you, and you sleeping on yourself unintentionally, or programming is making you do it, or whatever. But everything down here is created through a thought. Damn, ain't that crazy? Just like the light bulbs, the airplanes, all that. Everything is created from a thought. Somebody got a spiritual download before it was developed, created. Whether even these movies and shit, the Matrix, all that. So I don't know. I love y'all. Just hang in there, whatever you're going through. If you fall and fail, get twisted around, hey, if you can see up, you can get up. So don't let nobody stamp out your light. You just keep pressing on, keep on keeping on. I don't care what's going on, because that's the truth. And I'm telling you from experience, because I know what it's like. All that shit, that man down shit, all that, it's real. It's real. You just trust how you feel and just go day by day. And find something to be happy for in the moment. You got to. And keep your mind focused on what you do want, not what you don't want. And figure out some kind of way to reprogram your beliefs about how you see yourself and what you think is possible and what you think you deserve. Because that's the biggest lie ever told right there. Damn. Because whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way, you're right. Holy cow. I don't know. That's a big deal. So I don't know. Anything else come to mind? I might come back, but I wanted to get that out. And God said, move. God said, move. And sometimes that's how you got to be. Impromptu, too. Because they're overthinking shit, trying to make it be super perfect and set up perfect. So what? He might have said move after I was putting on lipstick, and I might have had to hop on here with lipstick on my teeth. So You got to do what he tell you to do. Anyway, I'm gone. I love y'all. So I'll be back maybe. Just hang in there. Keep a positive mental attitude if you can. And there's purpose on your life. Don't let nobody lie to you. You here for a reason, man. You here for a reason. I know you are. But you got to know it. Okay, bye, y'all. Bye.